Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to review the 2020 interior plane project Honalee. This board comes in three sizes, 150, 154, and 158. This board features traditional camber. Now if you do not know what traditional camber is, I'm sorry for you. But if you need me to explain it to you, here you go. Traditional camber is the arc from the contact point to the contact point. It is the race. This board has a fuck ton of traditional camber. I mean that. If you love camber and you want a board with a lot of snap and rebound, this is it. Traditional camber has pop. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a day that was overcast, kind of storming. It had started snowing after they'd groomed, so you had like firm frozen corduroy with about an inch or two of fresh snow on top of it. Blustery winds, low visibility. It was just kind of one of those January, February storm days, you know, it was just rolling in like that. I used my K2 Thraxis boots and my K2 Indy bindings. Overall, the flex of this board is a bit more aggressive. It comes in at just above a middle of the road Parker all mountain flex. I say all mountain loosely because this is really a high-end twin park board that you can ride the whole mountain on. There is a flex point right out at the tip and the tail, right by the contact point, and then it stiffens up a little bit underfoot, and there's an okay amount of torsional flex, not an overabundance, and it's not underwhelming. It's enough to twist the board and flex it where you need to, but you're not going to lose any stability with it. And this board is stable. If you know how a cambered snowboard rides, then you know that they tend to be a little more stable. They don't get bucked around, and this is one of those boards. This is a great board for just charging hard into the big jump line, or if you want to send it off of a cat track gap. It's one of those decks that you can go out and pretty much do anything with, and it's old school traditional camber. I mean, this is a board for guys that don't want any of those new age cambers. I want that to be known. This board has a lot of snap. You can feel that camber and you know you have to load it up, and when you do, the rebound just launches you. This is a board for sending it or getting sent. You need to bring your A game when you pop with it. It's not for those that are lazy. This is a board that you can go out and just drive aggressively and pop off anything in your path as long as you know how to preload a board. If you don't, you're probably fucked. This board is great for jumping. I've owned two of them. I got this board specifically for riding mini pipe and transitions and hitting jumps, and it doesn't disappoint. This board never disappoints. It's a great board. The one thing I've always liked about this board is the tip shape. It really lets you press into it and snap out of it, which makes it fun for buttering, but you have to just know where the flex point is by the contact points to leverage your weight over the top of it and drive the board in. If you don't, you're not going to get shit. This is a board for someone that's more aggressive and knows how to butter or jib. Yeah, it jibs well. That camber between the feet hugs rails if you get sideways. You can just feel it lock in with no effort. But there's a lot of rebound with this board. It's going to fight you in a press. You have to be aware of that. This is a board for someone that's more of like a slope style rider, someone that's going to hit rails fast and aggressive and not be slow and more methodical. You've got to go in and just press hard and pop right back out. The one big thing to note with this board is how well the side cut actually works. It transitions smoothly from edge to edge. You never really have to worry about it. You can just roll it from toe to heel and back and forth with ease. But when you're on edge and you want to drive that board, flex into the center of the board, load that tail, and slingshot out. This board rips hard, aggressive carves. The side cut is so fucking dialed on this board, and it's amazing. I love ripping carves first thing in the morning on this board. So who's this board for? I think it's for the camber-loving, high-end, all-mountain freestyle guy that tends to be more in the park, or that rad dad that just wants a traditional cambered snowboard with a good side cut. What else can I say about this board? I've owned two of them, so that ought to tell you that it's solid. I mean, it's got my seal of approval. If you want a traditional cambered board with a great side cut that's a throwback to those mid-2000s boards before we got into all the weird camber technology and side cut technology, here you go. This is a perfect board for someone that's like, oh, they don't make cambered snowboards anymore. Well, fuck you, they do. You should buy 3 of them, and then you've got a stock of them, and I know Pete from IPP would be happy that you bought 3 of them. I'd be happy that you bought 3 of them. So go out, buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, I don't give a shit, and go shred. There you go, you got your cambered snowboard. Comparable boards, the Capita DOA, the Jones Mountain Twin, the Ride Burnout. This has been my review of the 2020 Interior Plane Project Honalee. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about this board. I love this board. I can't say enough great things about this board. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we've got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. Oh, and if you'd really like to support us, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. It's our subscription service that allows us to make content for all of you snowboarders of the internet. Plus, there's a great way to get stickers over there. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.